Okay, so this is the opening 9:30 a.m. candle here. And like mentioned before, you've seen before, I'm on the 2 minute chart. Chart on the right is 3 minutes. Sometimes I put the chart on the right on the 5 minute. I think they'll both basically be the same, bearish in general. Anyway, we're just gonna wait for an entry signal here. Looks like there was one right before it, so we might not get an entry today. So this right here is an obvious entry, candle after it as well. I just don't particularly like entering before that first candle opens and closes. So we'll just have to see what happens here. I think in general, with that, knowing that information there, it looks like it's probably going to drop down, at least down to some of these other levels that got marked out. So it's probably going to take this level out pretty quickly. Let's see how far away we are from this level down here. We're about eight or 9 points away. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll go ahead and remove this guy. Don't need it. So I think in general, I'm looking for shorts. So I'll go ahead and just set up, kind of get set up anyway. I like just getting a general idea what how this is going to look. Probably going to want like 4.5 points, maybe 5 points, something like that, if we get a setup. And I'm really looking for at least 1.5. Okay, so we got an entry signal here. I'm gonna go ahead and, I wasn't paying attention there. I'm gonna go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, sell stop. Ah, okay, got us. Okay, cool. So it did trigger us in. That was kind of quick and messy, but worked out. All right, let's see what happens here. Um, so I was looking as I was messing around with that position tool. I just quickly noticed that this candle closed right, getting our entry signal closing within the body of the candle before it. There was a nice pin, and see what happens here. So 1% would be $1,000. So 1 to 1 would be right there. Okay, I took 2 off. So I walk away with something at least, right? All right, I'm gonna exit out right there at 700. Looks like it barely tapped it. I manually exited right at when it was right at that line. So that's awesome. Decent trade. That's pretty much textbook how I'm looking for entering this 9:30 a.m. candle. Um, got a nice, well, right before it kind of unfolded here, we had, this entry signal here. We were bearish, both the higher time frame chart as well as the 2 minute chart. We were bearish, and then we got this entry signal right before, couple candles before the market opened at 9:30. So right there, I'm thinking it's gonna go. I want to go short. Um, and then it's kind of what I just use the position tool to just kind of get a sense of stop loss and take profit and risk and all that good stuff. And just use that as a way to kind of gauge where in general what my trade should look like. And it kind of has, as I was doing that, this candle here kind of caught me off guard. I realized, oh, it closed within my entry signal here. It gave me a good entry signal. So I just quickly placed a sell stop at my 1% risk. So it was a true 1R trade. And yeah, it worked out pretty good. I took two off just because, I don't know, it's Monday, I guess, and I decided to take, I wanted some profit at least in case it did pull back. I was already at break even. As you can see, it just kept pushing down to come down to the tap this zone right here I had marked out. So that was $1,100. It's a little bit more than 1%. Um, I think in my last video I had said I'm really going to be shooting for 1.5 R per trade. I don't know. It's it's discretionary. I think there's nothing wrong with exiting early. If, statistics are statistics. It's basically just about kind of how you feel in the moment, and if you're okay with walking away with 1% on the day, then do it. I'm not so strict in a mechanical approach that I have to, if it doesn't work, then I'm going to let it come back and hit break even. I can't do that. It's just not me as a trader. So anyway, hopefully this was helpful to you. And it kind of gives you a sense for a true live execution. I know I don't do live streams. It's almost freaking impossible for me to do that. Probably I would end up having a terrible losing streak anyway, and everyone would be pissed at me. So for now, I'm just going to stick to trying to do these videos where I just screen capture my entries, and hopefully it's helpful to some of you. And hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good one. Have a great week, and take care.